Good morning. Happy Sophisticated Saturday. Today I am starting by doing a little bit of meal planning. I think I'm going to do a grocery pickup order. So I have my phone and I am going to, as I pick out meals, start filling up the grocery list and then just press pay and go pick up my groceries a little bit later, either today or tomorrow. I still have a few more meals that I'm finishing out from my last meal planning, and I have those ingredients already, so I still have a few days before I need to get more groceries, but I like to have a plan, and I always just do this ongoing list of meals and then get groceries for a few meals at a time. So I have my recipe binder. I also brought my dessert recipe binder out. Maybe I'll see if there's something that we can make in here today. I might pull out the breakfast one and see if there's like a muffin or like some sort of a loaf or something. We'll see. I don't really have a plan for the day. We're just going to try and get as much stuff done as we can, like I usually do on the weekend. So let's get going.
I clearly still have a lot of recipes in this binder that I have not made ever before or haven't decided if they're those family favorites to actually put into the digital version and print out and kind of more formalize it in the recipe binder. So I'm trying to focus on those recipes first, all of the magazine clippings and stuff. And I think I found a few that are going to be great to try this week. Good ones that hopefully most of the family can eat. Jim and I are pretty easy, but it's a little bit more difficult with a toddler and then a baby who I'm really conscious of the foods that I'm still giving him, both what he can actually handle chewing wise and then the ingredients and all of that. So it's hard to find things that everyone can enjoy, but that's always my goal. And I did find a cookie recipe that I think we're going to start off with today.
When I look deep into your eyes, when I'll be coming home, and I am on my way, when I'll be coming home.
I just grabbed the sheet out of the recipe binder. That's what I do. I pull out all of the sheets that I'm going to make for that week, including these cookies I'm going to make right now. And then if I like the recipe, then I will digitize it and then print it out in the recipe template that I have, put it in a more permanent spot in my binder. And if I don't, then I just toss that piece of paper and move on with it. Or even if I like it and it's just fine, I don't keep those recipes typically. I want to keep recipes that we actually love. So this lemon cookie, I know that I've made it before. I just don't remember if it's a love or if it was okay. If I hated it, there's no way I would have kept it in my binder. But the last time I made it, I know I was still living in Colorado. I was living in Denver, and we have been in Nebraska for, oh my gosh, we moved right when I was pregnant with Owen, and I was about to give birth to him, and he is turning 3 really soon. So we've been here for about 3 years, and it's obviously been a while since I've made these. So I'm going to give them another try. They're a little bit of a lighter cookie. The flavor wise, I'm saying it's lighter because it's not super packed with flavor, and I always think of like a fruitier cookie, like a lemon cookie or something like that, as lighter when it doesn't have a bunch of chocolate or peanut butter or something like that in it. And I think if I'm going to make this again, I will say I would probably add a little bit more lemon zest or lemon juice, maybe a little bit of, I don't know, a little more vanilla extract, maybe a little almond extract would complement it nicely, just amp up the flavor a little bit, because I, again, will reiterate, they were good. They are nice and soft, but they are light. So if that's kind of up your alley, then you'd really enjoy them. But if you like flavor-packed cookies, then maybe you want to add a little bit more lemon juice or lemon zest to it. This recipe does make a lot of cookies, so I grabbed my first sheet with a silicone baking sheet on it, and I am going to load it up with a cookie scoop, and then we're gonna bake those. I'm gonna try and get a few things done while the first batch cooks, and then we're gonna switch and make a second batch of cookies.
From the bottle as I do, it's like a long dream. You're on the
With those cookies in the oven, the first thing I'm doing is cleaning up the living room. It's really not bad today. It just has a few toys out of place. The pillows were surprisingly already in place. That is rare. And then I wanted to give the blanket a fold before going upstairs and tackling the bedroom, which was a mess. We had our bed that needed to be made. We had pillows at the bottom of the bed and a pile of clothing. It's mostly Jim's, but still, there is a pile of clothing there that needs to be cleaned up.
the better part of me. Another day, another rhyme. Trying to sugarcoat and reconcile. So I can't.
Once I finished making the bed, I thought this would be a good time to wash my makeup brushes. I've been really bad about this recently. I try and do it on a regular schedule just to stay on top of it, because if you don't, you forget about it, and then you can end up in the situation like, when's the last time I washed my makeup brushes? I would love to still revamp my cleaning routine. I did a really great cleaning routine that covered the house, and I did share a YouTube video on that, and it made cleaning so much easier, but I would love to keep doing that for other things that I need to do around the house as well, or other personal tasks that I have, and just kind of have those scheduled out. Jim does it on his actual iCalendar, on a digital calendar, and that works really well for him. We have a shared calendar, so he has things in his calendar, like he's in charge of like changing the furnace filters and stuff that he will put there, or rotating our mattress. He calendars all of that stuff out.
Better part of me.
Next up, I wanted to clean Owen's bookshelf a little bit. I have really been enjoying having these books down low because he can pick out which book he wants to read before we go to bed. But our baby, not so baby anymore, he's almost 1. He is walking around and in the stage of being so curious. He is opening every cabinet, every drawer, every toilet seat, everything, and just grabbing anything he can get his hands on, including these books. So they're at his level that he can reach them, and he just grabs books and pulls them out on top of the books that Owen is already pulling out every night to read. It's a lot of books to put away, so I'm starting to reconsider how low down these books are, but maybe we'll move it up one more shelf so Owen can reach it, but Henry can't, because this is a task I do not enjoy doing over and over and over again.
Found my heart again. You were standing there, you bravely let me in. I could wait 1,000,000 years or more until you came knocking at my door. It's hard to be.
I'm just kind of rotating through the house here room by room. All of these rooms are on our upstairs level if you don't know the layout of our house. But I also grabbed in Owen's closet a pair of shoes that they're not quite too small for him, but they're clearly more of like a spring shoe. They aren't great for the winter, and since we're moving into the winter and they're ending or like they're starting to be too small for him, he's going to be done with these shoes, and they're going to be a hand-me-down for his baby brother. So I'm going to clean them before putting them in storage and keeping them for Henry to use in the future. And I am just giving them a scrub with some laundry detergent, just the generic Costco brand laundry detergent. I don't need to use anything fancy on them. And then I put a scoop of like an oxygen booster inside each shoe, stuck it in a lingerie bag, added more laundry detergent to the washing machine and tossed it on a delicate cycle, and that should probably do the trick for those because the cookies are done. I'm gonna pull the first batch out of the oven, and I'm just loading them up on a plate here before adding the second batch of cookies on the silicone sheet to go back in the oven.
It's hard to be, it's hard to be this real. We can play our favorite song, dancing to it all night long. With you I feel something, 'cause we're both so unashamed. We're not playing any games, yeah, it's hard to be, it's hard to be this real. We can play our favorite song, dancing to it all night long. With you I feel.
Okay, one of the last tasks that I want to do while the second batch of cookies are cooking is refresh a couple of my kitchen drawers. I'm really trying to kind of go through the whole house again. I would love to do the sophisticated declutter again, but I can't wait on a few spaces. I just posted a video going through both kids' rooms. They need to be refreshed so often just because of clothing that they're rotating through, and it just needs to be picked up often, it feels like. But the kitchen, these two drawers were just getting so gross. There were a couple of gadgets and things that were breaking, so I wanted to just go through, make sure I liked everything in there, and give it a clean out, the drawer organizers included. So I got a couple new things from Black Friday, like my zester broke. So I took note of that while I was cleaning this drawer out and placed an order for a new zester. And sometimes it just feels great to do a little bit of a refresh like this. It really doesn't take that long, and I think a lot of people neglect doing this. I know I do too, but again, I try and keep on a regular schedule of just doing this every now and then, going through every drawer, every cabinet, every cupboard in my house. And that's why I love doing the sophisticated declutter every year, because it forces you to go through every space of your home. And if you don't have a schedule like that, then it's really easy to forget about it. It felt great to get these two drawers done. I know I still have more to do in my kitchen, but these two were some of the worst, so I'm glad that I at least got two done.
Okay, so honestly, the house is starting to feel pretty clean right now, and I'm just finishing up the last batch of cookies. So I grabbed actually a pineapple spindrift. I love spindrift. They're so good. It has real fruit juice. This pineapple one is actually really nice. I've never had it before. I should have somewhere better to put it than on the couch. But I grabbed my baby books, Owen's toddler book. I've been adding in some photos, and I'm going to add in some of like the cute quotes that he says, because I'm trying to keep track of those fun things that he says. I know one that I want to add in here is that he keeps calling Henry, his brother, he keeps calling him my friend Henry, which I think is so cute. So I'm going to add in a few of his quotable moments and other things like that, because we're getting so close to him turning 3. And then when he turns 3, I'll add in, there's like an interview sheet here. Let's see, for like how big he is at 3, all the things that he can do, what makes him happy, what makes him unhappy, a letter to him. There's a spot to fill in on his 3rd birthday, and then about him, like his favorite book, favorite food, favorite color. I can have a spot for him to leave a little drawing, who his best friend is, and then for year 3, then I can add in all of his quotable moments there, add in some photos. And then Henry, I am a little bit behind on his baby book. Let's see, I still need to finish his 10-month. I have photos in here, but I still need to finish writing in the words. He is a year at the end of December. So we're almost done with this book as well. They are going to have a cute little joint birthday party, but I want to stay on top of these. I'm working so hard to do it, even though I'm a little bit behind on Henry's. I'm going to catch up right now and sit back and enjoy my sparkling water. And I want to thank you so much for joining me today as we had a fun, sophisticated Saturday, got a lot done, and honestly, I feel like I can just kind of relax right now, which is a really rare occurrence, so I'm going to enjoy it. So until next time, I will see you all later.